we have another caller on the line. Who do we have on the line?
Hi, Roger. This is Natalie Berry.
We have Natalie Berry. Josh, don't go away. If you got a moment, we'll spend a moment with you. We got Miss Natalie Berry on the line with us. Josh, are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right.
Hi, Josh.
Hi.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we have open mic. We're having, it's just a coffee clutch. Let's be real honest right now. Josh is talking. We have just everybody out, and we're just having a good time. We're not going to let anybody hang up. We're going to keep everybody talking. We got Natalie Berry from wonderful Natalie Berry shows. And she's got a very big special coming up with Pat Portman, and it's called Pat and Patsy, and that's this coming Sunday. Natalie, I'm so thrilled you called in. I know you're between shows. You're actually doing the Patsy show tonight at Renfro Valley, aren't you?
Yeah, I just got done doing a set on the Jeff Watson and Friends show in the old barn here at Renfro Valley, so I'm calling live from Renfro Valley.
Well, we are.
And I've got surprisingly great reception.
Well, it is. Well, believe it or not, unless you're on Skype, we usually get pretty good reception. Sometimes Skype has a tendency to irritate the two hosts because we can be sitting there and suddenly it sounds like we're talking on a third world phone system.
That's for sure.
We are so glad. We have Ray Glenn, Josh Proctor, Scott, myself. We're just thrilled to talk to Natalie Berry. Natalie Berry is just fast.
How are you, Natalie?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Well, thanks for having me back on the show again.
Well, you're welcome, and we're glad you're here. Tell us a little bit about the upcoming show this Sunday at Shepherdsville. Tell us a little bit about some of these players you got.
Yes, last time we talked, I didn't get to brag about the band that we formed, and we've already had 3 rehearsals, and it's really, really sounding great. We get more excited every time. The lead guitar player is a gentleman named Terry Wilson, and he's out of Danville, and I've used him for the last 2 years on all my Patsy Cline shows. He's always my guitar player, so he is the resident expert on Patsy Cline music. So, of course, I had to have him on board. And I'm also using my regular drummer, Wayne Westerfield. And if you guys are familiar with Larry Sanders and Borderline, those guys play in Larry's band. And so I've got a lot of experience working with them. And Wayne has also done my Patsy Cline shows with me. And he's just a wonderful drummer. And, of course, William Marshall is playing bass. And we brought in a great guitar player out of Nashville. Doug Jernigan's joining us. He's going to come up and play with us for the day. And on piano, we have Mike Mackin. And so anyone who's gone to the 68 Jamboree or the Bergen Barn is familiar with Mike and his work and how phenomenal he is. So we've got a great band.
Yes, you do. Mike Mackin happens to be, of course, the pianist for our Derby Dinner show.
Oh, great, yeah.
And we love Mike, and he's just absolutely a blessing. You and Pat Portman have got together and made this wonderful Pat and Patsy show, and you all are planning on just kicking some wonderful songs out this coming Sunday. What time is that show scheduled to actually go on stage?
It's going to start at 3 p.m. The doors open at 1 p.m., It's open seating. We are not taking reservations. It's first come, first serve. So if you want a great seat, come early. We're going to have the concession stand open for anybody that's afraid they might miss lunch. And if we know where you're sitting, we're happy to hold your seat. So, but we aren't taking any reservations ahead of time. So really encourage you to come out early and get a great seat.
Well, and we have a question for you. What's your favorite song that you're actually going to be singing that night?
There's actually a set that I've put together of about 4 songs, and it's some rock and roll songs that Patsy did. And I think that's probably going to be my favorite part of the show. That's going to be the most upbeat, and it's probably really going to wear me out. But that we're doing Shake, Rattle, and Roll on that set, and a couple of other rockin' songs that she did. And that's probably my favorite part of the show.
Now, Natalie, you're a seasoned veteran on stage now. And you've been performing for how many years?
Well, I started performing about when I was 8 years old, the typical church choir things like that, but I started doing a formal study. I took classic voice for 6 years at Eastern Kentucky University, and there I did operas and, art song concerts and a classical style of singing. And then from there, I did about 4 years of musical theater. And then the musical theater got me into doing this country music show with my portrayal as Patsy Cline and Always Patsy Cline. That opened the doors for me to do country music, and I'm here and I'm staying. I love it. And that's pretty much my history on that.
Well, Natalie, we were talking to Josh, and Josh is still on the line. We were talking about had the butterflies and how they sometimes... Do you still get butterflies, young lady?
I do if I'm playing an instrument. Sometimes I still, I'll pull out my trumpet and do some songs with my band and do some rhythm on the keyboard, and that really makes me nervous because, when you're part of the band and it's not something that you get to do quite so much, I can get a little nervous when I have to play an instrument. But singing, no, I don't really get the butterflies anymore.
Hey, Josh, have you got to see Natalie on stage?
Yes, I have, and I tell you, it's always been a fantastic show. That Harper
thank you.
VA, oh man, I don't think I've ever seen my dad laugh so much.
Oh, thank you so much. That one gets requested a lot. Everywhere I go.
I told Natalie I was going to kidnap her away from Mike Bowie one time, and we're going to have to do a duet because I think she's the most fascinating person on stage, and I've got to see her now perform, and I just get more fascinated by people every day, so I think it's always a blessing to have good artists on the line and good people to sing with. Josh, we're looking forward to hearing your brand new CD that's coming out. Natalie, are you and Pat going to record your show for sale?
Oh, we're going to have 2 video cameras going, and we're hoping to send these off to a company in Virginia that is going to edit those together and make a very high-quality recording of the show. So we hope to have something really, really nice that people can buy from the Shepherdsville Country Music Show.
Well, and we thank you so much for spending and taking some time with us tonight. We need to get you back so we can sit and talk with you because you are one of our favorites. We don't want to take some of your time away. I know you're still at Renfrew Valley, and we do want to say thank you for calling in and talking to us. Pat said, I'll have to see if Nat's going to call in because I'm going to be with the kids and we're going to be at a ball game. And then you were so kind.
She gets busy with those grandkids.
Yes, she does, and you were so kind to call in and talk to us, and we thank you for your time. We're not going to keep you tonight because we do know that you're busy. Pat and Patsy on stage this coming Sunday, 3 o'clock. It's going to be at the Shepherdsville Country Music Show on Highway 44. It's about 30 minutes south of Louisville. When you get to the 44 exit there in Shepherdsville, turn right, follow it out. What is it, about 3.5 miles on your left?
About that. Yeah,
I'd say so. Yeah, you got to cross the railroad tracks first, and then it's about 3 miles out. It looks like you're going out in the middle of nowhere, but trust me, you will get there. It'll be on your left-hand side. And
plenty of seating, good food, good times. Remember, Natalie Berry, Pat, and Patsy with Pat Portman. A great show, not to be missed, and it's going to be this coming weekend. Plan on attending, and if you don't, we'll hunt you down and ask you why. Now, if you think that we know that if you do or you don't, you're safe because we'll never know. But right now, we are highly recommending that you see Pat and Patsy, and that's, of course, this coming Sunday. It's going to be a busy weekend for country music, and there's good venues no matter which way you go. So, Natalie, thank you. Come back and talk to us because I find you fascinating.
Thank you, darling. Anytime, just hit me up, and I'm happy to call in.
Well, thank you. And you tell everybody we said hey and have a great time while you're at Renfrew Valley.
Thank you so much. You guys have a good night.
Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. The wonderful Natalie Berry and Josh, as you know, and Ray got that she just absolutely rocks when she does her Patsy Cline, and she looks like the real deal. We're going to be back, everybody, right after a short word.